Hey, W Club, it is Carol Roth, and I'm here for some Dolly unveiling with my friend and designer extraordinaire from Integrity Toys, Vaughn Sawyers. Vaughn, we haven't seen you at the club in a hot minute. How have you been?
I've been good. Just waiting for things to kind of get back to complete normal. But other than that, good.
Operating within the new normal. All right. Well, before we get to the dolls, I just want to tell everyone, since this is coming within an email that has all of the specs and information, we're going to do this a little differently, and we're not going to run through those specs. We'll let you see those, and we will focus on going through the dolls here. So with that, Vaughn, I'm going to have our tech person extraordinaire, Elen, who does everything, talk a little or put up the slide so that you can talk a little bit about the inspiration for this collection.
Okay. So the inspiration for the collection is something that I've wanted to do for a while. And it was maybe 3 years ago now. We did a Q&A. Someone had asked if I had thought about doing a Rococo collection with Meteor. It was on my mind. And basically at that point, I thought, well, you know what? Why not? Let's go ahead and do this. So the collection came to being, and it took a while to get it completed, but, we're revealing them today. So
Yay!
they are
That's
done.
exciting. And it's exciting. And it's interesting
And
because I was just going to say,
go
Vaughn,
ahead, Carol.
when I think of Meteor, and the sort of storyline and the club vibe and the streetwear, I don't necessarily think of Rococo. So how are you sort of fusing that together here?
Basically, it's Rococo details mixed with a little bit of nightclub. So it's not like straight up Rococo, but there are details and elements of it incorporated into the designs,
Amazing.
which is
All
a
right.
little bit more like club streetwear.
All right. Hey guys, sorry from the interruption. You might have been able to tell from the beginning of the video that Vaughn's having a little bit of a connection problem. So in order, we've tried this, by the way, about 12 times. So in the interest in getting this information to you in a timely manner, we are going to call Alen Tremblay in from the back and have him in the role of Vaughn Sawyers. So Alen, if you can put yourself in here.
Hello, Carol.
Hi, Alen. Nice
I'll
to
try to do
see
my
you.
best on. Yes.
All right, so we just heard Vaughn introduce the inspiration for the Rococo collection, which he says, as I said, in a much nicer way than I do. But with that, can you help me introduce these beautiful dolls, starting with the first one? If you put it up
Absolutely.
here.
And you get a bonus that I can pronounce French stuff in French. So like that should be
Oh,
fun. There, I'll do my best.
all
So
right, so if we could unveil the first doll, who is the beautiful Kiki Adizi, and she is serving cake. And I know you have been in the background as we've tried to
yes.
struggle through this presentation and hear Vaughn describe this doll. So if you could tell us what he has been saying.
So basically, this is a really fun look. Like it marries the Rococo look with like a more modern sort of like streetwear moment where like at the Meteor, they're having like this beautiful lavish evening where everyone, it's like you see in those movies where everyone is dressed in a Rococo sort of inspired whatever. So this is what these girls are doing. So Kiki here is wearing a really cool outfit with a jacket that's made out of brocade with a little hoodie, which makes it very street, very modern. It's like a really cool twist on this sort of like inspiration look. So she has like the micro shorts, very sexy with like the thigh high, like stockings and the really cool little platform booties that have like the laced up ribbon on it, which is also a very nice sort of like wink wink nudge nudge to the Rococo era. And I also love like the frilly blouse with like the layered layered lace little moment that they've got going on there. And like the sort of like printed bustier also under the jacket, which is really cool. The really fun jewelry. We'll see in the jewelry shot a little bit later, like Vaughn
Yeah.
put like the logo on the earrings and everything. There's a lot of details here. Like everything was
Yeah.
really well thought out.
Yeah, if we can go to the next slide, I'm going to kind of talk through a few things that I heard him say as well. One of the things that I love about what Vaughn does is he plays with textures really well. And so you have that beautiful Rococo print on the bodysuit. It's a separate bodysuit, as well as the tone on tone, same kind of print as you said, the brocade on the jacket, which I think interplays really nice. And then you have those amazing sleeves, the sleeve detail that comes from the jacket, as well as the extra lace embellishments. He also mentioned on the short shorts that there was a little bit of almost like a latex lurex kind of thing going on with a little bit of an extra sheen. So that also gives this look some beautiful texture. And you see her little hoodie here. If we go to the next slide and we can see both her incredible hair and her face, one of the things that Vaughn did so amazingly in this collection is he really went all out with the hairstyle. And so from what I understand, these are two fishtail types of braids that are sewn together with this incredible ribbon to sort of mimic what you would think when the lace up bustiers in the back that are very obviously part of the Rococo period and that styling. And he is mimicked that in the hair, which I think is so cool.
Like absolutely, like I totally understood the assignment on this one. Like we have video, we'll be able to show you, and I filmed. Like you can see, like from the angle, you'll see it in a minute, where like you can see how just intricate this hairstyle is. It's absolutely crazy. And here you can sort of see the earrings, what I was talking about before, with the little M for Meteor inside the hoop, which I think is really cute. Also, it's adorable.
And if we can also just for a second before we move off of obviously Kiki is a favorite character. She has such a strong, beautiful sculpt. And I love this coloring because it really is just the perfect complement to the palette and does have that sort of Rococo inspiration, but with that layering in of the club thing. Like, I don't know how Vaughn manages to do it, but you got that extra little kind of blush on the cheek, but with the beautiful kind of smoky eye and just a tiny little bit of a pop on the lip. And I think she just looks stunning here.
Yeah, Marie Antoinette really wants us all to eat cake, and like she is like, we'll see it because there's a special accessory.
Yes. So let's go to the accessories. You served that perfectly with the serving cake.
There you go. Like I zoomed into it. So
this is potentially my favorite detail here.
I know her purse is a piece of cake, literally.
Her purse is a piece of cake. I mean, look at that. So this whole serving cake and nod to Marie Antoinette is so incredibly clever. And I'm so bummed that Vaughn's not here to talk about it. So let's just give him. Sorry, your internet's not working, Vaughn. But what a clever detail to have that cake purse. And I think this entire look is not only so fun and has these nods and elements, but again, Vaughn's known for the play value and the layering. So you can take any of these pieces, mix and match it with something else, and you're going to have a really amazing piece to work with some of your other dolls.
Absolutely. Like wait till you guys see the entire. So should we look at the video now real quick?
Let's look at this. So let's bring up the video because I know, again, this is something that we're trying to do based on what W Club members. And we got the booty shot coming right out there.
I know, right? I started the video sort of midway. I apologize about that. We'll go back up in a minute. We'll get some. We
get to see a little bit of the detailing here, and look at the intricate detail, that beautiful brocade that's on the crop jacket with the hoodie and the beautiful lining and the details. And then we're going to get a chance to see this hairstyle, and it really shines here with the fishtail that is sewed together. Look at that. Look how cool that is.
Two like big cornrows that are sort of like stitched together almost to create like a corset, but in our hair. It's that's just so creative. Love it.
And I'm really glad we've got this video too, so you can see the natural light, so that you can see that face, because too, as we know with the photos, sometimes, it does give a little bit of a different look to the makeup, but here you get to see how that palette is just so beautiful and on point. She's special. The cake purse. I love the cake purse. She's hot.
It's fun. The whole thing is just so cool.
All right. So with that, let us move along to the next doll in this wonderful collection. And this is Succession, and it is Nyasha Louder, who is a doll that we really have only seen, maybe like once or twice, not very often. And she's new to Meteor, correct? That we've seen her in other incarnations, but not in this collection. And she's a real beauty here.
Yeah, she's new to Meteor. We've seen her in the Style Lab, I believe, a few years ago. And like she is, again, continuing with this whole Marie Antoinette kind of vibe. So like we're introducing her as a character into Meteor, and she is serving it. So she's got a macaron purse. We'll say it in French, macaron. So her purse is, again, another sweet that everybody loves. So she's also letting them eat cake in her own little miniature way. And she's got beautiful bouffant hair that's very reminiscent of the whole Marie Antoinette era. And just the fabrics that Vaughn picked, again, here, there's a lot of texture. Like he's playing with like the little, ruffled choker around her neck, like the beautiful jewelry. We'll see it like in the other shots as well.
And I have to ask you, since you have the wonderful French accent, one of the things that I noticed, obviously, is the kind of overskirt pockets, panier. Am I saying that correct?
It's the panier look, yes, but those aren't like we'll keep that one for later. But yes, it is that sort of like panier. There's another word for it that the word escapes me right now, but like it was very like they would wear like really large skirts over those to like make their hips look really big. Like it was that whole era, the whole Rococo era was so lavish. It was crazy. It was one of my favorite in costume history. It was just unbelievable.
Let's go to the next slide so just we can see a little bit more of the detail here and how beautiful she is. And it really shines the dress because it's understated and it has this kind of tone on tone feel to it. But it also, as you get up close to it, has so much detail and those colors and those textures that, as we said, Vaughn is so known for. It's really incredible. So with that, let's go and look at this girl's face because she is just absolutely stunning. And I don't know why we haven't seen more of her, but I'm so excited that Vaughn is now incorporating her into Meteor because I just think that she's stunning. And you can really see, with that kind of bouffant inspired hairdo and all of the beautiful blush tones that we have going on. Again, another just gorgeous makeup palette.
And again, like so much value, like so many like little things, like little accessories and like the little intricate details, the earrings, like everything is so like thought out. And the fabric also is something that I'm pretty sure Vaughn ended up custom printing. So the fabric has like this weird, it's not really weird, it's a really interesting kind of texture to it. It's very tactile when you touch it. Like it's not just, it's difficult to see in the photos because obviously photos always overprint, but definitely like not the pink portion, but all the lighter portion of the fabric have this sort of like embedded flower pattern.
Go to the next slide because I think we'll be able to see it a little bit better. You can see a little bit of it there, and I'm sure we'll be able to see it in the video. But yeah, you can see again, that kind of tone on tone, sort of intricacy that is also very reminiscent of the Rococo period. And here's where you get to see those wonderful accessories, the incredible boots, obviously, the stockings you don't see separately, but she's wearing them here. And then that wonderful macaron purse that I believe in one of our pictures that we show kind of opens up, right?
Yeah, it opens up in two. There's more pictures in the email down below for those of you who are staring. We're trying to keep the presentation not too long, but you'll see we get better pictures in the email. So this is the video is a bonus.
Let's see speaking of the video bonus. So let's get a chance because we got to see her beautiful.
It's just like the sheer amount of hair. Like it's so on point for that look. Look, it's just, we'll see it when the camera goes back up. Like it's just so
look at the texture there. You're going to see the texture as we're going up on those sort of side pocket panels that create that extra volume there, which is really incredible. And then I do love on the hair too, how he's got these wonderful bows that are kind of tying in the back and kind of bringing back the volume. And again, you can see the makeup here, how that really is just, again, a scrumptious palette to go with all of these sweet confections that he is throwing in this collection, which I think is so fun.
But like, I just love how like he spent time to come up with like these like fabrics. Vaughn is so good at sourcing fabrics and like finding, and if he can't find it, you'll make it. Like we'll find a hot stamp, a print, like every technique in the book that we can use to sort of like make these fabrics happen. Um,
It's
a lot of
incredible. It's incredible. And with that, let us move to so exciting. So exciting before we move there. We have a not only new
yes.
character, but a new sculpt that we're introducing. And again, I'm so bummed that we don't have here right now, that his technology isn't working. Damn you, technology. So
Yeah.
he could introduce this brand new character. So please, drum roll.
Head over heels, Talia Harper.
Talia.
Talia
Talia.
Harper. There you go.
And
Yeah.
she's an incredible new character. And again, so many of the things, again, are cohesive through the collection. I'll let you talk through it in a second. But again, what stands out to me is not only the intricate hairstyle and obviously the beautiful textures and patterns here, but Len, usually we give you props for the embroidery, but this time I can't do that because Vaughn actually created this incredible custom embroidery.
Exactly. Vaughn designed the embroidery himself because a lot of the times when there's like really intricate embroidery, I'm the one that does the computer files and everything to send to the factory. But this one, I can't take credit for it. So this is all Vaughn by himself. So he created this beautiful riding coat. It's also called in French a redingote. It's a look that was basically like inspired by menswear back in the day, and like women sort of like grabbed it and made this like big sort of like lavish style. Like they made it way more feminine and everything. And obviously she's taking the feminine part to a new level on this one. But yeah, so just want to say that Talia is also a brand new sculpt. It's not just a brand new character. So like this is a brand new sculpt that we're just debuting here. And we'll see like her hair is really elaborate again. There's a lot of thought that went into all the different little details, the inspiration. Like I can just sort of imagine like this girl on stage doing a performance at the Meteor and just sort of like totally killing it, and like everybody is completely like googly eyes and ooh and ahs, like just because she's so beautiful. Her costume is so lavish. Like,
and if we can hit the next slide, just so that we can get another of the intricate looks and see some of the volume here that he's created. And as you can see in the mirrored picture, a little bit more of the hairstyle here. And I want to say, again, cohesion within the collection, another coat that has, sort of the double detail at the sleeve. He's got the extra lace underneath it. And then underneath that really show-stopping riding coat, that's sort of almost acting like a dress. He's got this, really sexy bodysuit underneath it to make it fit with that Rococo meets nightclub vibe that he's created here.
Absolutely. And if we can go, I'm going to go to the close-up. We can see a beautiful new face.
Yes.
Very exciting. I love like the beautiful skin tone, like the oversized jewelry here. That's also very Rococo, like very Rococo and streetwear again. Like this, like sort of like the oversized crosses and everything. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
I don't know if I've said, but her name, the entire look's name is Head Over Heels. And I think people are going to be head over heels for this new sculpt. So let's take one more look before we get to the video so we can see a little bit more of what comes here. And again, really the showpiece of this particular doll is that gorgeous riding coat. And one of the things that you're not seeing here, but you'll see when we do the video, is that lace-up corset detail in the back, which kind of, again, mirrors Kiki's hair. And so you have this cohesion that's going across.
There's also a photo in the email below of
correct.
the whole lace-up. So let me just put on our little video here.
So we can see her twirl around.
So we can see her twirl.
Look at her twirl. Oh, look how pretty she is in person.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. I love the hair.
There's embroidery on the tip of the sleeve.
Yeah. Everything just.
You can see like the back of the jacket there a little bit.
Wow.
With
and the beautiful custom embroidery. Obviously, the super sexy boots that are ultra thigh high, and the wonderful Meteor nails that we come to love with the fantastic manicure.
Here's the lace up in the back, which is also it's funny because it's also a hark back to what we used to do, because like we kind of pioneered like the lace up on fashion dolls. I think Jason was the first one that did this with the very first like corsets on the fashion royalty
Yeah.
corset dolls, like in 2001 or something, or 2002. So like that's kind of become our one of the Integrity Toys specialities.
And I just want to also just again comment at this elaborate hairstyle. Vaughn really knocked it out of the park with the hair on these gals. You know, things that are fun, beautiful, that we haven't seen before, that fit really well with the theme, and you know, it's just really, really beautiful.
Yep. There's
Okay,
there's just a lot of to unravel there. Like I think so. Like it's like the doll will offer like a lot of play value for those of you who like to redress and take the hair down and play with it and everything. I think there's just a lot. Like I can't actually. I'm always thrilled to see what our collectors do with our product. So I
I
can't.
know.
Yeah.
All right, so let us go to the last of the Meteor dolls before we get to the other part of the presentation. And our next gal is, I have to say, I really feel like she has become Vaughn's muse. Every time
Absolutely.
I see her, you know, she just stands out to me. She's so gorgeous. And this is Amira Majid. She is holding court, and this look is incredible.
She's honestly a really strong sculpt. Like you said, every incarnation has been better than the next. Like it's so strong. I
Yeah.
absolutely love her. And instead of serving cake, her purse is a fan is a purse also, which is I've never seen that before. Like it's just really cool.
Yes, and we'll get a little bit more of that close up. But again, here, so this beautiful strapless dress has that panier effect as well, with the
Mhm.
little laser cut, what do you call it, petticoat that's sort
Yeah,
of
it's like a
underneath it.
cage. Like the petticoat is like a cage, like a panier cage. Like so that's what would be worn under a dress to sort of like create that bustle. I think it is bustle effect, like the big sort of hips, like kind of that's what they were used for at the time. But of course, like this is the super sexy version of it, like the 2023 super sexy version of that.
I know. Can
Um,
we just say, like, just how brilliant Vaughn is
I
here
know.
in bringing these elements of, you know, streetwear and club and everything together with this Rococo inspiration in a way that, like, you would never think. And it just is so cool and strong. It's not like anything that you've seen before. And again, here, the beautiful folding on the skirt, the beautiful brocade on the top,
Mhm.
and she's just smoking. As we head to the next slide, you see a little bit more of
And
that.
then just like the lace up on the boots too, like that's really cool. Like look at like all of the little golden thread that's like threaded in front. I mean, there's a zipper on the back of the boots, so you don't have to worry. You don't have to loosen that up. Like it's decorative, but just that alone, like the craftsmanship is absolutely out of this
Mhm.
world. And like she's got like, so the it's kind of difficult to see in the photos, but like the fabric is actually layered. So there's like that bright green fabric in the back, and there's a layer of tulle on top of it, like to create even more
Oh,
texture. Yes, it's
I
very,
love
very
it.
cool. And
Love
then
the texture.
yeah, and the panier underneath has like it's a metallic kind of glittery material also, that's been used to create the sort of like the shape. So very, very nice with the golden embroidery on the front. And then she's got like nice cameos on her jewelry and everything. It's so lavish. I love,
Uh,
love it.
I love her too. Let's go to the next slide because you've already sort of hinted to it, but this wonderful fan that's not just a fan, that's a purse.
It actually opens
Another,
up. There's a zipper
yeah.
and you can
Well,
open it
it's
up.
just such a cool way that he's incorporated these elements and these accessories in with this theme. And here you get just a little bit of her serving face here. And as I said, she is just completely stunning, and I think is just a complete showpiece from this collection. She's just gorgeous.
Absolutely. And here we're going to see the full shot with her
Mm,
accessories. So this is what I was saying with the bracelet that has this sort of like oversized cameo
mhm.
on it, and like this sort of like big giant bauble. It's just so beautiful. And then just, the pearls, the diamonds and everything. Again, like it's bringing the 1700s to 2023 for sure.
Fabulous, fabulous. Love everything about it. All right, let's see her video as we wrap up this beautiful collection.
You can see the layered fabric here, and
Oh
then you
yeah.
can see
Look
like
at
the
that.
tool on top of like, and then you can see like the metallic, the sort of glittery material that was used for like the And this is the prototype. So like the zippers are white on the boots, but on the real one, the zippers are going to be green. But this was like the very first prototype. So you get to see the real doll. You get to see the real thing, folks. Doesn't get any better
The
than this.
prototype. Love it.
Yes.
But let's let her do one more twirl so we can see this incredible hairdo again, and then give us some face as you come around here, Amira, because you're so pretty. Look at that. Look at her. Gorgeous.
Look at her. Yeah. Awesome.
Gorgeous. Love everything about this collection. A big props to Vaughn. You did so well with this Rococo collection. Really excited to share it with everybody. But that's not it, Alen, correct? We've got more.
Absolutely not it. So we do have another surprise today from another master, another compadre of ours that, like, you know, like Vaughn, myself, and this other gentleman had been the trio for like a very long time at Integrity Toys.
You can move the slide because this is an email because they're going to have seen this already.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, I'm trying to make it special. I love it. On, so I'm trying there you go.
I love it. All right. So I know obviously you guys have all been talking, and Jason likes to do things that are miniaturized versions of his fashions. And, you know, tell us a little bit about why he chose to use Poppy as his models this time around and really bring her into an updated sort of way that we haven't seen before.
Well, you know, Jason's the one that kind of started it all. And you know that he loves to do things where he's doing things for the first time. I know a lot of customers have been asking for new screenings for Poppy. And then, you know, Poppy is young, she's youthful. So like he's picked 2 looks from his collection that are very young and youthful that I think kind of modernized Poppy in her own way. Like it's very, can we say boho chic? Is that
yeah, I think that's I think that's a good way to
I think that's a good way to introduce it. And
did you say that the screenings are new on both of these?
You're about to see are brand new. It's like a debut. I don't think I've ever used them. Like it's
okay.
It basically has 2 things to the screenings. When I unveil it, I'll say it, but it's also, I think it's things that a lot of collectors are going to be very happy about because we've read a lot of comments that these are things that a lot of you have been asking for. So there's a lot of things that we're debuting and delivering here. So we certainly hope you love it.
All right. So we're taking Poppy out of her mod contacts. We're bringing her to 2021. And if we move it, we will see her in spring 2021 of Jason Wu. And this is his yellow look. And tell us a little bit about this.
So for the first time, we're doing a flocked Poppy doll, which has never been done before on Poppy. So she has a black velvet flocking. She is in a beautiful 8-tone skin tone. And she comes with these Baroque pearls, which are a sort of a natural kind of they're not like perfectly shaped pearls, or more like of a natural pearl, like necklace. And she got matching earrings, hoop earrings with 1 Baroque pearl on each earring as a drop. She's wearing this sort of like oversized yellow blouse. We'll see it better in another picture. And then she has this sort of like long skirt, and then the bandeau, like the navy kind of like bra top going on. Like it's very fresh. Like I could see her maybe going to yoga dressed like that, or like she could just be like walking around. Like
she's definitely a New Yorker. She's definitely a New Yorker. Go to the next slide. I mean, this is like putting everything together, looking so chic. And so this this oversized top it's actually sort of a jacket then.
Yes, it is. So like it's like a blouse / jacket. Like that's what I would call it. But it's so much fun to just see Poppy with flocked hair. It's such a different look for her. Like it's so new. It's like it just.
Okay, you've got to go to the next slide. So
I got to, because that's the big one. So it's the facial screening. So Poppy now has freckles, which is something that I know a lot of you have requested. And she's got the whole thing is a brand new screening, which is, I'm pretty sure there might be some elements of previous screenings that have been used. Our collectors, I'm sure, like will recognize this or might not, but I know the freckles are brand new. I wish Vaughn was here so like he could elaborate even more, but she looks just adorable. Like this combination, the colors, everything, the lips are so natural, like everything. It's such a sweet look. It's beautiful.
It really is, and I love the fact that she gets her turn at modeling some Jason Wu again. I know she's obviously been a muse a few times for him, but this is just such a different, new way for us to view Poppy. And she is, as we know, just the most fantastic sculpt. And so to see her with the freckles that people have been asking for, beautiful makeup. I mean, she is just adorable.
I just love the little Baroque pearls. It's actually it's funny. Like we just did the Rococo, now we have Baroque pearls. Everything is in everything, right?
All right, let's go to the next slide so we can see her together. And this is where you sort of cinch up that top into a coat. You get to see her fun sandals. And yeah, she is just a complete fashionista from head to toe.
Absolutely, and she comes with the flat feet. She doesn't have like the articulated kitten heels. She has like the articulated flat foot, which we haven't used very often. And it's fun that like those shoes are meant to go with those feet. And like I know there aren't very many flat feet shoes, that we haven't done it very many times. So like that's a great opportunity to sort of like build your shoe wardrobe. And she's just she's adorable. But we have another one.
Of course, because you can't just have one
No.
2021 Jason Wu Poppy. You
No.
need to have a second one. So let's see the second.
But should we look at the video first or second?
Oh no, let's see the next one, and then let's show the
Let's
video.
see the next one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And then we can look at both of them. Okay, so the next one is also from spring 2021, but this one is the pink look.
I love her.
I just love her. So she's
And
got, yeah.
I
Go
would say
ahead.
she's sort of a sort of there like yin and yang, and same kind of like boho chic vibe with this beautiful cherry colored bohemian dress. And obviously she has a new screening that looks a little bit different, but has the freckles as well. And I just love this look.
Absolutely, with the little hat that has like the adjustable rope around the neck. Like I could totally see this girl in New York also. Like, I could see it would be kind of weird to have like Poppy have breakfast with Poppy, right? But I could see those two friends. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. But
Yeah.
it's yeah.
Well, let's took a little acid before this particular presentation. That's okay. Let's go to the next slide. We know what you mean. Yeah. And this is another thing that I just love about this particular doll. Not only is this gorgeous fire red color that's just so luscious, but I love the wave curl that we have going on in her hair.
Yeah, it's really fun. I love like the chiffon of the dress. Also, I love like the slight transparency. Like it's so delicate and feminine. It's just beautiful.
And again, the fashionistas wore this because this is from Jason's collection. Absolutely. So this is like the trendiest women out there wearing this stuff. And now Poppy gets to wear it in miniaturized fashion. And if we could go to see the face up and see how the screening and the freckles turned out with her. And she is just adorable.
I love like her. The blush lip. Like, I love how fresh, like it's very youthful.
Yes.
Like her face is almost dewy. Like that's the best word that I could use is dewy. And that beautiful bright red hair that sort of offsets the pink of the dress. Like it's a very good pairing. And she also has the Baroque pearls, but she's got like 3 little drops on each earrings instead of 1.
She's definitely a fashion it girl. If you go to the next slide, I mean, it's just this is the girl that everybody looks to and is like, how is this so effortless? Like if I put this on, it wouldn't look this way, but she looks like $1 million in it.
Absolutely. Just really, really sweet.
And again, those wonderful sandals with all the details on them look so cute.
She has the flat feet also. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So with that, let's go see the real life videos. And these were studio videos that were done. So we get a chance to see both the 2021 yellow and the 2021 pink.
Look at that.
And we get, I love it. I love it. And I love the pieces here. I mean, again, this is fun. These are elements that you're going to be able to use. I can see obviously that trench paired with a bunch of wonderful little pants, some of those cigarette pants that David likes to use all the time, and the bandeau. And I just love this dress and the coloration of this one. She's just absolutely stunning. Look at her. Look at the hat.
And
so
the the beauty of this too, as it says in the email below, is that you guys are not going to have to wait very long before you can get them. They're going to be coming in fairly soon also.
Yes.
So it's
Yes, so we'll
very
have more. We'll keep all those details in the email since you already have them. All right. Well, for Vaughn, who started off with us, and Alen and myself, thank you for watching the video. All the details are in the email. If you have any questions, as usual, contact the liaisons, and we hope you enjoy the new dollies. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, and
Thanks for stepping in, Alen.
my pleasure always. Thank you. Bye-bye.